Hey, welcome back to Success and Motivation in the No Comfort Zone. This is podcast number 398, January 14th. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hey, sports fans, glad you're back. So wanted to give you a quick update on what things are going on and what's happening and stuff. I'm currently in week 3 of my transformation, my 6 weeks of going down in the basement, and my hope is to come out of the basement completely unrecognizable. And the before and after already is that transition is absolutely amazing. So I want to encourage you right now, January 14th, that if you are in a place and you find that your hopes, your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions for 2021 might not be happening the way in which you want, you need coaching. I'm telling you right now, go to launchwithdan.com. Launchwithdan.com. Get on my calendar so that I can call you. I can share the secrets of the blueprint that has helped me get out of some adversity, help me get through the adversity, and quite frankly, start working and helping me to get towards my ideal success. And that's what I'm working for every single day. But more importantly, I'm enjoying the journey for the first time in my life. So what I want to do is share my experience with you, and I want to help you get along from your adversities to the troubles that you're having, to being stuck, to getting unstuck, and from you going to spot A to spot B, which is exactly where you should be, living in your success. So do me a favor, just go to launchwithdan.com so that we can start a dialogue. Get on my calendar so I can reach out to you. So again, we can cover the blueprint and I can help you achieve all of your dreams. All right. So, and hey, while I'm at it, why not do me a favor, one more favor, go to Apple iTunes. I need a 5-star rating and review. I need like 10 of those today. If you can help me out with that, greatly appreciate it. I'm really counting on that. That's what keeps me going, is those really positive reviews and those ratings. Leave a nice comment for your boy Dan so that I can actually reach really cool people just like yourself. Why am I talking about my update? Why am I bringing that to you? It's because on the 27th of December, I told you guys and gals and everybody there in Dan's podcast land that I'd be making a change and I would be committing to something. And now I'm committing to something and I'm being held accountable to a bunch of other people like me that are in the same boat, looking to lose a whole bunch of fat, looking to get healthy. And I'm incorporating all of these dietary plans. And quite frankly, my before and after picture is already unrecognizable. But the truth be told is I'm still working on me. And the more that I work on me, the more that I actually have a better opportunity to really, when this whole thing's all said and done, I get the chance to get to the top of the mountain, which if you listen to this podcast long enough, you know it's just the bottom of the next hill. And I enjoy climbing. I'm going to keep climbing, and I'd love to have a few people join me. That's why I'm looking for a few people to go to the website, launchwithdan.com, so we can really start making marked improvement. And you can start working on your self-image. You can start working on getting that confidence back, that conviction back, that certainty back by following the blueprint. And that's what I talk about on the show. You know, everything from persuasion, communication, self-image, working better in relationships, being a better employee, being a better employer. Something that I did the other day that I posted in there, and it really warmed my heart. I posted a comment. They don't know what I do. They know that I'm involved in the automobile industry, but all they know me is a guy that's kind of got out of shape, that wants to get back in shape, and I'm doing my best to crush it. I want everyone to be impressed with the amount of activities that I'm doing and the results I'm getting, and I want to be able to share that with everybody. So the transformation's happening, but I comment every day, and I really spend time contributing in this Facebook group. That's how I use social media these days. I contribute rather than consume. And one of the people said on this, that I respect, he's in the program also, ironically from Illinois, where I'm from. He actually said, your posts and your videos are very, I think he said they're motivating, and quite frankly, they help him in business as well. And I would, if you were to ask me, I'm being very transparent, if you were to ask me, on a level of 1 through 10, where do I feel that I am as a businessman? I actually believe that I would hover right around that 5 or 6. I could be so much better. I'm learning more and more things about marketing. I'm learning more things about people, about financial statements, about investing, about return of investment. I'm learning so much about that. And it's funny, I used to think I was phenomenal at business. I used to really think I was really good in sales, really good in marketing, really good at managing. But when you start to read more, you realize that there's so much more information out there. It's infinitum. You can just keep going and going and going. But I'm not here to say that I'm the master of everything all in the universe. And if you know me, or if we've worked together, if we're working together, then you know that's not true. I don't believe that. But what I really believe is I'm at point B, and I'm trying to get to my next point, my C, what if you want to call it that. And you might be at point A, regardless of how much money you make, where you're at in a relationship, or whatever. I mean, think about it. You're going to face problems and adversity, and you keep facing the same problems and the same adversity, and you're stuck in this chasing your tail failure cycle. Because if you're not growing up, you're going down. It's just the way it goes. So I introduce new things in your life to get you outside of your comfort zone so that you can experience more challenges and opportunities and create a better version of yourself. It's so crazy, but I hold your hand through the process so you're not in a really, like, you're not stepping on landmines. This is one of those things where if you're going to venture off into something new, whatever it might be, you need someone like me in your corner to help you get through it. Whether it be a relationship, whether it be business, whether it be whatever it is, sales, no matter what it is, it's just one of those things that would be a really good idea for you to set up with me so that I can show you the way. And listen, I'm not trying to do your A to Z. I'm just saying from A to B. You have to determine where you're at A and where you want to go B, and let me help you get from point A to point B. That's really what it is. Something just recently, came up. This is for you guys or gals out there. If you want to show your appreciation for someone, think about this for a moment. This isn't my idea, but I did do this, and it was overwhelmingly amazing. So I want to talk to you right now just quickly about, I gave you my status update that I'm working on myself. I'm going through this transformation. I did a call to action. Listen, if you want to change things, go to my website. I asked for ratings and reviews. Now I'm going to share with you some really good, valuable information that really, quite frankly, reminded me as I'm in this program and I'm putting myself through hell with calorie restrictions, with working out, with time discipline, with a morning routine that was more vigorous than I've had before. I start to realize the important people in my life. And one of those things that I'm doing now, the good news is my wife doesn't listen to this podcast, so she's not gonna be surprised. But a while back, I actually went out and got a really nice folder, like a binder, a really leather-bound like book with blank pages in it from Office Max. And it was probably a $50, really nice leather-bound book. And I got a nice pen. And what I did is I wrote a date in there and I journaled my thoughts about her for that day. Closed it up, hid it in my by my dresser, by my bed, hid it in there with the rest of my notebooks where I write all my goals and stuff, and then came back another day and wrote another one, and then wrote another one. Now, you just imagine for a moment, now something special is going to come up, whether it's Christmas, a birthday, an anniversary, which would be ideal. But now imagine for a year that you took time out of your day every day and you ended up giving that book to your significant other. Do you know what that does to somebody else, to show that other person how much you really appreciate them? You show so much significance for that person in your life that it's life-changing. Now, I've done that once, and I'm going to do it again after this Christmas. Christmas was a little different this year. We had some challenges and stuff just like anybody, and we were conservative, and we made this Christmas in our family more about the experience of Christmas spirit and more about wishing good intentions and hanging out and just being good to each other rather than the gifts. My 11-year-old was a little unhappy at first, but he still made out okay. But truth be told is he wants family time more than anything. And he was super happy with his Christmas. He said it was one of the best ever. When I asked him why, it's because the close family got to hang out and we played a lot of games, card games. We hung out, we talked, we drank coffee and tea, and we just really hung out and talked for hours on end. And it was really an enjoyable Christmas. But I also thought how important my wife is, and I want you to realize this too. Whether it's an employer, whether it's an employee, somebody special in your life, you need to start showing people how significant they are. And I realize someone's significant when I personally start going through pain in my life. Now, it's not absolute pain like, losing a limb or being injured. It's not like that. It's more like I'm going to go through a really uncomfortable period by reducing my calories so I can lose weight. It's uncomfortable. I'm going to make sure that I follow these disciplines in my life so that I can achieve more. And while I'm in this uncomfortable state, the things that I took for granted start to show up. And I realize I'm taking my wife for granted, even though we have a great, passionate relationship and we love each other very much. This whole no comfort zone period I'm going to, these are the kind of things that come up, that surface. So I challenge you, do that. Start writing down in a nice book something super sweet about somebody else that you care about, and write it down and dedicate that whole book to that person. March 23rd, 2021. I noticed that after dinner, how beautiful you looked. We were eating this, we were doing that, and this is what was going on in the conversation. And it just took a moment when I looked at you, it took my breath away because you're just so beautiful in everything you do for our family. I love you so much. And this is a heartwarming experience for me right now. I just thought you should know. Then you go back to like July 4th. We're watching fireworks. We're in the United States of America. We're watching fireworks, and our family's around us, and it's just a great time. And I noticed that when the fireworks were going off, this was the day that I proposed to you 10 years ago, and it's been the best 10 years of my life. I just thought you should know that. And if you do this over and over and over again with sincere, transparent, and this level of intimacy, what's going to happen to your relationship? While you're doing it, what's happening to your relationship? It's just such a great thing to do. These are the things that you'll start to recognize when you go through this blueprint with me, when you deal with adversity, when you're coming through adversity or just out of adversity. These are the things that we start to acknowledge so that you can live a purpose-filled life. And I'm here to help you in that journey. I'm excited to help you in that journey. So listen, I appreciate you listening to me rant. This was a pretty good podcast, I thought. If you got value out of that, shoot me up, Dan@the-No-Comfort-Zone. Or go to my website, but Dan@the-No-Comfort-Zone, and let me know what you're thinking when you heard this podcast. Hey, I've heard this, I'm going to do that, great idea, and let me know. And if you're interested in more, go to Team No Comfort Zone on Facebook. You can find me there. Listen, thanks so much for listening to the podcast. Over 10,000 new listeners last month. I am super excited, super grateful to be a part of this, and I'm super excited to help as many people as I can get out of their comfort zone so they can live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.